Good stretch. Hi, baby. My toast. Toast. Oh my god. Okay, I finally feel like I'm awake enough where I can talk. So my plans this morning, I'm parked right now a little bit outside of Sedona. They have actually some really cute designated dispersed campgrounds, like 10 minutes out of where I want to hike this morning. So I haven't taken the window covers off because it's still completely pitch black out, but my plan is to go to a hike that I saw yesterday that I think will have beautiful sunrise views, to go catch the sunrise from the top. So I'm going to pack up my bag with a ton of warm things for Toast and me. I'm about to make myself a little bit of hot chocolate that I can have at the top, and then get out of here. Okay, the sun is, hi Toast, starting to come up. It's my favorite time of day. So I'm just throwing on my boots and then we're gonna get out of here. It's only about a mile to the top, so easy hike, but might be steep. Okay, so I'm getting started maybe a little bit later than I would prefer. I love to start when it's actually dark, but I will say it's a lot less scary starting when there's a little bit of light. Okay, I have a confession. I spent the last almost month actually in sort of Red Rocks Desert, and I'm not really a desert girl. So 2 days ago, I was talking to a friend and I was like, yeah, I'm excited to see Sedona, but like, I don't know, I've seen a lot of red rocks. Like, how pretty can it be? Very pretty. It can be very pretty. Good boy. Ooh. Just a little note to self as I head back down the mountain. Not once have I ever regretted waking up early to catch a sunrise. In the moment, waking up early can feel a little iffy, but never have I been like, that wasn't worth it. That just wasn't pretty enough. Okay. I'm back from my hike. That was glorious. So major van tip, if I may, is as soon as you finish doing anything, put the things away. Basically, like, it's such a small space that the key to it not getting too cluttered or things stacking up is like literally as soon as I do anything and I'm finished with any activity, I go through and I put that activity away. That's it. I eat a massive breakfast every morning, but I usually eat it the moment I wake up. So I'm starving, so I'm gonna get started on that. This is actually pretty empty for me when it comes to my fridge. I'm gonna probably do a little grocery shop today. I'm all cleaned up from breakfast and I'm about to start some work, but before I do that, I'm going to take my supplements and I'm going to make a beverage that I have every morning. If you've followed me for a long time, you already know about this. I drank bulletproof coffee for years until I realized that I was not able to sleep when I drank coffee, even though I love it, even when I drank it at 6 in the morning, like no dice. So what I did instead is I sort of adapted bulletproof coffee to become a bulletproof matcha, and I add some protein in there because I am always starving in the morning. Like there's no amount of calories that I could eat that would satiate me. So that adds some more calories to it. I then add some MCT oil and some ghee to get those good fats in there and the matcha. So I'm gonna make that really quick and then start on work. Honestly, I prefer buying this in a glass container because anytime something that's high fat is in plastic, it leaches out microplastics. I don't love that the Bulletproof brand comes in plastic. I usually just buy an MCT oil that's in glass, but that was not available at Whole Foods. It is so good. I'm not just saying that because it is my brainchild. It's very sweet because the protein powder from Kelly LeVeque is very sweet. I mean, I think it's really sweet, but I like something a little bit sweet after breakfast. It's a little bit hot, but it's really good. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys the supplements that I take. These are Omega fish oils. This is for my dry eyes. Sexy, I know. I take vitamin D because I'm consistently deficient in vitamin D in blood tests. This is probably because I live in Portland, Oregon. I have not tested my blood since living in the van, so I'd be curious to see if my levels have gone up. I take 5,000 units of that. Seed probiotics. Okay, so most of these things, it's like check your blood work, see if you need these things. This I highly recommend, especially if you have a hard time going to the bathroom in the morning. As soon as I started taking these pills, and like these were marketed to me 1,000,000 times when I lived in LA, and I was like, I don't know, I was just really averse to anything that an influencer was telling me to buy. But I will say that I've been incredibly regular since taking these every morning. Kind of an actual game changer, which they have to be because they're really expensive. So they're worth it, in my opinion. I pay full price for them. Ooh, always bad. I'm a huge fan of Pema Chodron's. I actually brought a few of her books with me in this van journey. I think that she's tied with Mary Oliver for representation of authors in the van. But the reason I really like this book is that it's written in these really short sections. So you see every chapter is sort of a page or 2 pages. And I bought this book in Boulder probably about a month ago, and I've been reading roughly 1 section every day. So sometimes I need a little bit more time for a section, so I'll reread it in the morning. But today I'm on chapter 18, Relax as It Is. Okay, I'm finally getting around to doing some work this morning. Today is a Tuesday, which means that a morning person went live. So one of the first things that I do is I click into the post that went live. That's me, hello. And then I go to the comments to see what people are talking about. It's always a little bit scary, and I really try to wait until I'm on my computer to look at comments, but I also love engaging and interacting with them. Are you ready, little baby? It's noon, which means that I have officially been sitting for several hours. Toast just came over to let me know that he is officially over it. And I'm pretty hungry, so I'm gonna pack up here, close my laptop, and go find somewhere to eat lunch. before I head out, because there's a pretty good pit toilet here, I'm going to do the super fun errand of emptying out my pee jug. All right, plates have been put away. Toast has peed. I have tossed my own pee. I'm working on making myself look presentable and deodorized, and I'm gonna head into town and go grab some lunch. Like, who would know that I haven't showered in 3 days, right? Just maybe don't get too close to me. All right, see you soon, Toast. Grabbing some lunch. Oh my goodness, hi, are you gonna drive us? Okay, so I went to that lunch spot, Earth Love, entirely based on the name. Like, I was just driving past it and I was like, they probably have like good, healthy, organic food. They do. It was honestly super delicious. I got their salmon bowl. It was very big, very filling. The only thing that I'll say is that turns out it's more of like a takeout spot than like a sit there and eat your lunch, but it was really good. So I do recommend it. It was delicious, but like, maybe grab it and like head to a park. I was just so hungry that I had to eat it there. The cars in the Sedona Whole Foods are somehow exactly what I thought. Wanna help me unpack? 8, don't even think about it. I have this habit, and I got this from my mom, where I go to a grocery store and I approach it like I'm never going to see a grocery store again, and I buy all the things, but I kept things reined in this time. I stuck with my list mostly. I got some things for Toast, some chews. That's right, little buddy. For myself, I just got some mushrooms, some greens, some arugula. I'm pretty good on protein right now, but I did get a ton of eggs, some cottage cheese, milk for golden milk and matcha. I haven't had these before, but I love boo. So I'm excited to try those because I just finished some chocolate covered almonds, and I eat fermented things in most meals, and I haven't seen this flavor. It's a basil garlic, so I'm pretty excited about that. I love these Patagonia sardines and beans. They're expensive. This is like $8, but it's like most of a meal for me. It's like I put this with some arugula and maybe some rice, and like the meal is done. And then I just tried this at my friend Betsy's house, and it was so good that I decided to try another flavor. I think I actually got 2 of these, yes. So I got sunflower, cinnamon, and almond honey. I'm pretty stoked. One of the challenges of being on the road is that it can be super hard to find recycling and recycling centers. You just have to be so much more intentional about carting around your trash and your recycling. And so it's such a blessing to come across like an actually good recycling center. This is a nonprofit in Sedona called Sedona Recyclables. And there were volunteers working there who were so helpful and were answering all of my questions about like clamshells and if I could recycle like a paper box that had a plastic coating on it and where I could do that, and how to recycle certain types of glasses. So that was just really cool. That was a very awesome experience. Okay, I'm about to go on another hike, but I'm hitting my afternoon slump so hard after that early wake up that I think it's gonna be a nice and easy short hike.
How much farther is it?
Oh, hi. Good boy. So that hike was glorious, but it did in fact confirm that I do need a shower. So I just pulled up somewhere where I think I can get a shower. It's a public community pool. Based on reviews online, they offer showers for $3. I'm gonna check it out. And unfortunately, They are very much closed. Well, stinky for one more night. I don't know. We shall see. Okay, I just parked at a trailhead where I think I'm sleeping tonight. I read reviews online, which, you know, famously have always been true, that said that I can probably camp here. There's no camping signs. So I'm about to hop on a class. I've been taking this amazing weekly class about imagination with the author Rachel Kong, who I love. She wrote the book Real Americans. That starts in 10 minutes. So I'm going to basically feed toast, open my laptop, hop into class, and do that while making dinner, and then reassess and see how it feels camping here. Okay, so I'm listening to this Zoom class on imagination at the same time I'm cooking, which is actually pairing very well. I think I'm going to use this simmer sauce that I got a couple weeks ago from Brooklyn Deli. I've heard really good things about this brand. It's a cashew korma, and I'm going to simmer some tofu in it. I'm going to cook some mushrooms and some kale that I got today and just see what happens. So tired, so excited to eat this dinner. I'm going to sit down and watch my class and participate a little bit more than I have been while I've been cooking, and enjoy this beautiful meal. Hi, hello. I'm so tired. I don't even know I'm in the frame. I'm going to assume I am. I just finished my imagination class. It was so good. It was our last one, but it's 7 p.m. and it feels like the middle of the night. So I'm going to start winding down. Should probably close these. It's a good idea. I have some magnesium glycinate that I drink every evening. It sort of helps with that wind down. And then I'm just gonna wash my face, get ready for bed, take Toasty out to go pee, who just woke up, and probably read a little bit before bed. It smells a little bit like curry in here. So the good news about a van is that big smells leave pretty quickly. It's just a small space, so I'll just light this for a little bit. And I'll crack a window so that the fumes don't get me. Okay, I just take a scoop of this every night. It's really yummy. My face has been washed and moisturized. I look like a little slick back seal. But anyways, it's time for toast and my least favorite part of van life, which is going outside when we're already inside and cozy to go potty. He also doesn't usually wear his harness like all day long, but he was like dead asleep and so cute that I didn't have it in me to wake him up to take it off. But it is good that it's on now because we do have to go outside. My sweet angel. There we go. Come on, let's do it. Good boy. Hello, Toast and I are winding down and getting ready for bed. I just built his crate for him. He sleeps over there in that little metal crate, and I actually pre-warm it with a heating pad for him. I don't leave it on overnight because it drains so much energy, but at least it makes it toasty when he gets into bed. But God, today was such an extraordinary day. Like, that sunset hike was truly one of the most beautiful things I've ever done. It was so special. It was just extraordinary. I'm so impressed with Sedona. Like, I didn't have many expectations going into it, but it's such a beautiful place. So tomorrow, actually, I'm heading south to Phoenix, which is about 2 hours south from here. And I'm going to go to Birdie's home, Boho Vans, so that they can do a few little fixes for me. But before I go, I don't have to be there until 11, so I'm going to do another sunrise hike tomorrow at, I think it's called Cathedral Trail. I think it's one of the big and popular ones in Sedona, but it's in an area that I haven't really explored that much yet, but I'm parked right by it, so I'm excited to check that out tomorrow and start the day with a little bit of magic before I'm stuck indoors and driving for most of the day. So anyways, I really appreciate you sticking with me and watching this entire full kind of chaotic, beautiful day. I'm so tired. I'm ready to curl up with a book, but this was amazing and I'm grateful to have it documented. So anyways, I'll see you for the next one.